Who is this fucking retarded freak? Calling people a retard on the internet and using the work. Oh, you misspoke.
And this isn't related at all, by the way, to any of the drama. Like this has nothing to do with Bosch. I don't like not being authentic. I don't like not being real. There's gonna be some changes. I can't live stream anymore. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, major depressive disorder. I've tried to take my own life before. I've been in psychiatric hospitals.
The sympathy baiting is like out of control, man. Muta, please! Please don't! Keffals embroiled themselves in controversy, yet another controversy, because they decided to defend Vosh for some reason, which was really stupid. Anyway, in defending Vosh, they caught a lot of hot water, and H3 was very critical of Keffals. Obviously, H3 has brought Keffals on before and given them an interview about the Kiwi Farm stuff and some of their dramas. And at the time, they were criticised because they were quite soft on Keffals. But nonetheless, they were quite critical of Keffals over the Vosh stuff. And following that, Muta put out some tweets in which they said they were essentially investigating or looking into some of the dramas that Keffal had been involved in. Okay? So Keffals has now, in what I think is probably an effort to get ahead of this, has done a video in which they are quitting drama. But they've quit, like, they've quit drama again and again and again, constantly. Like, just a few weeks ago, they said they weren't going to do the kind of content they were doing anymore, and they were just going to do this, like, alternative channel, like doing movie reviews or something like that. But then they came back and they started defending Vosh. So it's like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? So stupid. Anyway, they've now released a new video, which is about 8 minutes long, I think.
Hey, everyone.
Jesus Christ. And it's called I Can't Do This Anymore. And yeah, this kind of reminds me of when Keffals ran away from Kiwi Farms, and the video was like in a similar kind of setting, and it was like a similar sort of background, right? And it was, things have escalated. Now I'm in hiding. It was that kind of meme they were trying to do. And bear in mind, through recent drama, they've exposed that they were lying about certain aspects of their story with Kiwi Farms, because they initially claimed that part of the reason they needed to raise $100,000 was because they were running away from being harassed by Kiwi Farms in Canada. Okay, so turns out later on, Keffals changed their story, and they said that it was because their ex was abusive. So it wasn't to do with Kiwi Farms, apparently. It was because the ex was abusive and had allegedly assaulted them. I was like, what? Like, no, what? But the thing is, I mean, obviously we all commented on it and talked about it, but it's like such a substantive piece of dishonesty, yet people aren't like, what the hell? Like, aren't scrutinizing that further or talking about it further. That's a direct lie that they've told then. Explicit lie. Didn't she already come out saying she quit drama but jumped right back in when Vosh showed the world his lolly folder? Yes, exactly that. Yes. My take on that, okay, was that basically I think it was they kind of miscalculated. I think the Keffals thought that in defending Vosh...
But how do I make money off depressed people?
To quote a great internet legend, J Moon, Keffals, I wish you live forever and suffer.
Dave the 333. I mean, Josh Moon is probably very happy with these turn events, isn't he? But I think Keffals miscalculated and thought that in defending Vosh, they'd be able to like benefit in some substantive way from it. But then, especially once like H3 got involved, they felt that they could leverage their relationship with H3 to their advantage. That didn't really work out. And it was just basically a massive miscalculation in a lot of ways. And yeah, now this is where we are. I can't do this anymore, says Keffals. So let's see what they got to say for themselves.
Hey everyone, if you've been wondering why you haven't been seeing me on camera recently, it's because I've been going through kind of a dark time. It's been hard to be on camera and to talk about things, but I kind of just want to lay it all out there. If you're on
Yeah, Demons has got it. Say some crazy shit, get called out, Keffals deflects, claims mental illness, go into hiding, repeat. Yes, that is the Keffals cycle. You've got it.
aware this is the year anniversary, just a bit over a week now, of everything that happened last year, of when I had to go to rehab. And I know I was the butt of a lot of jokes for having to go to rehab, but the honest truth about that was I was in an incredibly dark place. I
have very little sympathy for Keffals. Very, very little sympathy. Because Keffals has, like, wrought absolute destruction, or tried to at least, on the foundation of the internet. And still, to this day, will claim that that was, like, the right thing to do. They still tell lies about Kiwi Farms in order to bolster the idea they did the right thing. You know, they scammed $100,000 off of their audience through lies about needing it for a legal case. Never filed a legal case. All they did was file a human rights complaint. You know, they're just a piece of shit. They're just like a piece of shit, you know. Who deserves more hate, Keffals or Frogan? Well, I don't know if anyone deserves hate. I don't really see it like that. But in terms of, like, criticism, it's not really comparable. I mean, Frogan is a fucking retard, but Keffals has done worse.
so close to losing my life last year because I did not want to be alive anymore, and I was doing every drug that I could find in order to numb that pain, in order to make that feeling.
Kiwi Farms. Okay, Dank Prol, you little fucking woke soy freak, you retard. Okay. When I say that the foundation of the internet, what I mean is that attacking a legal website, not via legal means, not via means of trying to get it taken down because there's illicit content on there, because there isn't, but attacking the structure that holds that website up. Okay? So, by attacking Cloudflare, which provided DDoS protection for Kiwi Farms, you're finding a loophole with which to take down a legitimate legal website. Okay? That's what I say, you fucking soy freak idiot, when I say foundation of the internet, right? I appreciate you can't possibly think outside of thinking beyond your personal feelings about Kiwi Farms to think about the broader issues of the internet, right? But that is what happened in the case of Kiwi Farms. They didn't go directly for Kiwi Farms by going, this site has got illegal content on it, therefore take it down. That didn't work, right? So they went for the services that support them. I'm not a tech guy, but the Cloudflare stuff was the start of it. And since then, there has been repeated, regular attacks. No, it's not over-egging it. It's not over-egging it at all. You're a fucking retard that's in your feelings. It's not over-egging it at all to say that Keffals' actions targeted the foundations of the internet, okay, in that it demonstrates a way in which you can get things taken down that you don't like, even if the content on there is legal. Because you target the things that prop it up, like Cloudflare, right? And beyond that, they've also this group of people who have gone after the foundations of this Kiwi Farm stuff. They've also gone after, like, back-end ISPs and stuff like that. You know, they have gone to great lengths to undermine and give a proof of concept of how you can get a website taken down, even if the content on there is legal. Okay? That is why this is so important. And that is why, if you're so retarded that you can't put your feelings aside about Kiwi Farms to see how bad this is, you should just excuse yourself from the conversation, because you're too childish and retarded to understand the issues that are at play with this, right? Like, you clearly haven't followed what's happened. I'm not a tech expert, and I've watched a bit, and these people are insane and rabid and despicable, right? They will concoct false narratives with which to contact like backbone ISPs to make false claims about kiwi farms to try and get them to drop them, right? And then you'll have people that work for these companies that are soy freaks as well, and they'll kind of placate to that, and they'll take action to take it down. Like, you could do this with any, maybe not like the really, really big websites because they hold so much sway and swing, but you could do this with, you know, functionally any website that you didn't like that doesn't have the kind of big tech protections of something like Facebook, etc., right? You could do this with any fucking website because it's not, you don't have to go directly to the website. You go for the things that underpin it, that protect it, and protect it from, you know, all the bad things that can happen to it on the internet, essentially. Okay?
And go away because I didn't feel like there was any hope for my future. And when I was in,
I just hate the fact that people, because they don't like kiwi farms, which if you don't like kiwi farms, that's fine. You don't have to like kiwi farms. But they just dismiss what is a completely valid criticism of like Keffals and everyone's fucking, you know, actions in regards to this. I'll press play when I'm ready. Thank you very much.
rehab, I proposed to a girl. She lived in Ireland, and
who is this fucking retarded freak calling people a retard on the internet and using the word work? Oh, you misspoke. It's word, you fucking retard. Using the word soy unironically doesn't really convey much intelligence on your part. Well, you clearly shouldn't be in my chat. You clearly shouldn't fucking be here, should you? Okay, speak properly, idiot.
I made the decision to move here. And now I call Ireland my home. And I was really happy for that opportunity, not only because I love her deeply, but because I wanted a fresh.
Do you know what? I love it when people who are clearly sensitive little retarded freaks try and say that you're triggered. You're the one that got upset because I said the word retard and soy, freak.
Start.
Anyway, let's go back.
Make that feeling go away because I didn't feel like there was any hope for my future. And when I was in rehab, I proposed to a girl. She lived in Ireland, and I made the decision to move here. And now I call Ireland my home. And I was really happy for that opportunity, not only because I love her deeply, but because I wanted a fresh start. I wanted to get away from all of the horrible memories, all of the shattered hopes, and...
Well, the thing is, and this is like Keffals' fundamental issue, if you don't like what's the internet stuff and all the shit that's going on, stop injecting yourself into it, right? Keffals could just delete all their social media profiles and disappear off the internet into the real world if they don't want to fucking contend with it and deal with it, right? But they can't do that. They can't stop themselves from continuously bringing themselves back into the conversation. It is that easy. It is literally that easy. But they're addicted to social media and attention and stuff. And the other reason that I don't feel any sympathy for Keffals is because, you know, when they're weak, what is it they say about when your ex, according to your principles, that thing. You know what I'm talking about? That quote. When I'm weak, I'll ask you for mercy. You know what I mean? Someone must know what I'm talking about. I think is it a Frank Thingy quote? Oh. Yes. Yes, that's it. This is it, yeah. When I'm weaker than you, I ask you for freedom because that is according to your principles. When I'm stronger than you, I take away your freedom because that is according to my principles. Yes, that is exactly what we're dealing with Keffals. That is their whole mentality and the way that they operate, right? Because when the shoe is on the other foot and they're strong and they've got a Discord full of people that they know can go and ratio people on Twitter and they can call people, you know, pedos and shit, they'll do that with complete fucking abandon. But when the shoe's on the other foot and they're the ones that are getting shit and they don't have the backup and they don't have the people on their side, all of a sudden, oh, it's too much for me. I need to leave the internet. Professional cry bullies. Yes, exactly.
Broken dreams that I associate with my hometown. And I took that opportunity. And I'm really fortunate to call Ireland my home. It's a beautiful country. But this has been an incredibly hard anniversary for me. And this isn't related at all, by the way, to any of the drama. Like, this has nothing to do with Vosh or Ethan Klein. Like, Vosh fucked up. I'm not defending him. He can defend himself on the ways that he messed up. And I'm pretty sure Ethan Klein is currently in...
What? What? Why did you defend him then? Like, all of that brouhaha to now go, well, Vosh fucked up and he could defend himself. Why didn't you go down that route in the first place? I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is, okay? It's because Keffals recognizes they fucked up but don't want to admit it, okay? And I'll tell you something else as well about this previous video that I think I spoke on a bit before, right? You know this here?
For those unaware, Chris Tyson for the Mr. Beast crew was a longtime fan of Shadman, an infamous lolicon artist who made NSFW art of real underage girls, including Keemstar's daughter. Shadman is an evil person, first and foremost, for making me feel bad.
This, I think, is fairly interpreted as a bit of a warning, okay? I think that this was like it was like they were taking Chris from Mr. Beast and putting their head on a pike at the front of their territory, you know? They were saying like, look, I'll fucking come for you if I have to. Back off, right? Like, as much as it being pointing out the hypocrisy of H3H3, it's also to sort of say, I will happily attack my own if I have to, in order to, you know, do you know what I'm trying to get across there? And I think that this is also an effort to, like, this is why I put in my title. This is clearly trying to get ahead of the Muta hit piece. They know that the SmackDown is coming. They know the Muta video is coming. So they're trying to put out a video to be, I'm a small bean. Don't attack me. Don't come after me. Blah, 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 blah. You know? She and Chris got into a Twitter spat over this. Did they? I didn't see that. Have you got a link to that? That'd be funny to look at. I mean, you know, I'm in two minds about it because on the one hand, Mutahar tweeting about it gave me a good little video to put out about the situation. But I think you're right. I think that Mutahar may have been better to keep his cards close to his chest because then he could have put down the video and it would have been a lot more kind of, you know, effective. But nonetheless, I still think we're going to get that video, hopefully, and it should be a good one.
Some sort of drama because he mocks someone who set themselves on fire. I honestly haven't been keeping up. I don't care. I'm making this video because, like, I don't like not being authentic. I don't like not being real with my audience. I've always hated being inauthentic. I've always hated hiding who I am. And the risk that I run...
I haven't seen all of Keffals' content, but is that not like... I feel like I've heard this before somewhere. No? They are very inauthentic, yes. But this exact sentiment, I'm pretty sure, has been stated before. And then, yeah, exactly. I tell you what, if you're on the track of being authentic, why don't you tell us what happened with the 100k? Maybe you could just tell us now what happened with that 100k, because we all know it wasn't for legal fees, it wasn't used for legal situations, you know, da-da-da-da.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
€5 from Punished Fox.
Thank you.
Can someone explain to me when Northern Ireland became just Ireland? I'm in Ireland myself, and wouldn't not specify the northern part.
I don't know. Good point. I don't know where they live in Ireland, but
by being vulnerable like this, because I know the moment this video is going to go out, I am going to be relentlessly mocked. Go check the comment section like as soon as this video goes out, and fuck, give it a like too if this means something to you, because I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
This is inauthentic though as well. This is inauthentic. It's like you can tell that this is an effort to try and manipulate the audience in some way. This isn't authentic at all.
Every single person who I have helped in any way throughout all the years I've been a content creator, I have suffered so much in the last several years of doing this. I have been doxxed, I've been swatted, I've been hacked, I've had people show up outside of my house. Like, it has been hell, but it has been so rewarding. And I don't want to ever have to stop just because people give me a hard time. Because I know that I'm making a difference. And I know that a lot of people respect me for all of the things I've done. Throughout all of my fuck-ups. Throughout all of the bad decisions that I've made.
Well, the problem is that list has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as time has gone on. Because at the height of the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign, all of the lefties were on their side. Literally every lefty was completely on board with them. More or less. More or less. All the far left, at least. But then, obviously, as they went on and they had their little saying retard a lot moment, a bunch of them left. There's subsequent controversies. The Catboy Ranch stuff. The bathtub hormone memes. The DIY HRT stuff. It's just kind of subsequently got worse and worse and worse for them. And they've got like their small insular community now. But I think a lot of people, especially after the Vosh stuff, are just like, yeah, this person's a fucking freak. Jesus. So yeah, it's an ever diminishing number, essentially. And I think that H3 turning on them so harshly when they thought maybe they were going to be able to leverage their connection to overcome that is probably the straw that broke the camel's back, I'd say. But yeah. Now they got Tipster. Tipster's the only one left. Tipster's holding strong.
And I don't think I'm perfect. Of course I've made mistakes. But I'll always do my best to own that. I'll always do my best to try to be better. And part of that is transparency. And just saying where I'm at right now. And saying what I want for the future of my channel. And my content in general. And how I want to change. How I interact with my audience. There's gonna be some changes. I can't live stream anymore.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
Perpetual victims surprised some people don't like them.
True. Thank you very much for that. If you make the claim there has been a cascading effect. Wait, what are you on about? Oh, is someone trying to deny what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, listen, at no point have I said that I'm not even claiming that other websites have been taken down by this method. I'm saying that Keffals has shown the work, shown how you can do it, right? How you don't need to have a legal reason to take a website down. If you kick up a big enough stink, you can knock out the pillars of a website and take it down that way, or try to take it down at least, you know? And people will point to, oh, well, Kiwi Farms is still up. Yes, because Josh Moon has had to go to great lengths to keep Kiwi Farms up. You know, it's not been an easy ride, and it's been up and down and stuff like that. Also, I'll tell you what's funny. I shared a screenshot of this, but this video.
Very good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Very good evening.
We did it. We actually did it. So many people have tried for so long to do this, and we actually got Kiwi Farms down.
Wow! Wow, the tables turn! 30th of September 2022. Ooh, unlucky. The cope on this was so funny as well, because afterwards, as it became apparent, it was still up. They just kind of ignored it and didn't talk about it for ages. And then I think recently I saw a tweet from them where they kind of admitted that, yeah, it never really got taken down fully. It's crazy this video is still up. Kiwi Farms is dead, we won. Yeah, exactly, Peter. Yeah, it's like the mission accomplished meme, isn't it? Dude, how stupid.
For the foreseeable future, I just can't do it anymore. Live streaming is honestly, I think, made me a worse person. I think like the live streaming environment has made me paranoid because it is a format where people have unlimited access to
53%? Shall we
Thank you,
gamble
Austrian Painter, for the 333. The thing is like, yeah, if you don't like live streaming and don't like the fucking attention and stuff, then you've got to sort of put a stop to that. And the thing is like, undoubtedly, Keffals has received a lot more attention than most, but that's because they've put themselves in situations to receive more attention than most, with the campaign against Kiwi Farms, you know, with the press interviews. Like, what was crazy is after the swatting thing, they had like a press pack ready. And there were like press interviews and stuff about this. Just at the end of last year, December, they were doing multiple drama streams about people. You know, they did a stream about the Zanderhorst stuff, about Hassan. You know, it's like, in order to be sympathetic and to listen to this and be like, oh, poor Keffals, you'd have to disregard all of Keffals' behavior in the lead up to this even. And it's like, this is why they're such an inauthentic person, because you've cultivated this for yourself. You have put yourself in the firing line, you know?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
$4.99 from CamDog.
Thank you, CamDog, for the $5.
Having my morals and ideas challenged in real time.
Yeah, exactly. They were like directly challenging a massive podcast over this drama that was happening. Very difficult to have sympathy.
troll and harass you. And you can only take so much of that before it gets under your skin. And I've also felt like I've been stuck in this cycle of just endlessly churning out slop that I'm not even proud of. You know, it's just stuff that within a day or two, no one cares about. It just comes and goes so quickly that none of it feels meaningful, and a lot of it doesn't feel like it has any rewatch value at all.
Well, I can definitely relate to that. Like when you're covering drama and stuff, you put a video out, and unless it's a big piece of drama that people might come back to, a lot of the time it's just swept up in the kind of discourse cycle, and then it's gone, and then the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. But it's like, well, don't make that content then. Like, I personally enjoy talking about and making content about current breaking stuff, knowing that, you know, the Mama Max stuff is going to have its shelf life, and people might come back to it in the future, but generally speaking, once the drama's done, the drama's done. But that's up to you. It's up to you what you choose to make, you know? And there's still some stuff within that people probably do go back and watch even after the fact, because it's the only thing that, you know, like the Mr. Girl Destiny report, probably people would go back and watch, say. But like the day-to-day stuff, yeah, often that is like, I mean, I think of it, it's a bit like a newspaper, right? A tabloid newspaper. You pick up a tabloid newspaper for the day and you read it, and by the end of the day, it's in the bin, in recycling, hopefully, green. And then you've got a new newspaper the next day. But like, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's literally your fucking choice. Like, you could just go and do something else. And that's what's so funny about Keffals is they've got a whole new channel, apparently, to just do like the movie review stuff or something. And it's like, just focus on that then. Go and do that. Just go and do that. Stop doing any of this. Just stop it. You don't have to do it. Or if it really is that much of an effort to be online, just go and get a normal job.
But how do I make money off depressed people.
People are bringing up the savagery from Indian men to White Hope. Muta does not hold back against Keffals, but in any case,
Okay, that's wonderful.
It won't be an
But how
Indian
do I
man
make
being
money
savage
off
against a white
depressed people?
woman.
Thank you.
€5 from Punished Fox.
Thank you for the super
Reminder
chats.
that Keffals went under the knife and
Okay.
had their banana removed.
Wait, yo, come on.
Internet was too much
I appreciate the
defense.
super chat, but come on.
Hashtag free Pablo,
TOS,
hashtag
TOS,
TS.
TOS, TOS. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Thank you for the super chat, though.
And I really want to make stuff that has more meaning than that. I want to be able to put more thought into what I'm doing. Even if it makes me less money, even if I get less views for doing it, I want to be fulfilled in what I'm doing. I have this channel that you're all watching this video on right now, and I'm going to be putting short form and long form video essays on it. I'll also do videos like this if you want me to. Just let me know in the comments, because
Like, just do that then. just literally, just do it. If that's what you want to do. Just make your video essays about stuff and don't respond to comments. Don't look at comments. Don't look at anything people talking about you. Just put your video out and go about your business.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Honestly, I know
that's
that things
wonderful.
need to
But how do
change.
I make
I'm going to be
money
seeing
off
a
depressed people?
psychiatrist soon.
Thanks
I
for
had a
some.
situation when I moved here that the antidepressant that I was on for a really long time, it wasn't approved for use in Ireland, and I had to be taken off it. And now that I'm in a depressive episode again, I realize I need help. So I'm going to be seeing a psychiatrist pretty soon to deal with that and to try to feel okay again. It's going to be a bit of a journey, but I know I'm going to be okay. I have a lot of people who care about me, and I'm starting to feel like I have a sense of hope again. As for my live channel, I'm going to keep it to shorts if I do go back to live streaming. And I'm still working on Scared Awake. I'm still going to be releasing a video every 2 weeks.
The fuck is making video talking about making videos in a boring, depressed voice, looking like Neil from The Young Ones? Come on, that's misgenderino, isn't it? Don't compare Keffals to a man. That's transphobic, and I disavow. But yeah, there is an explanation in the replies which we'll look at as to why they sound like this.
Leave it in the description if you want to subscribe. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but horror content has always been like a really big special interest of mine. And
yes, exactly. This video is like I say, it's like I'm a small bean. I'm a small little bean. Please don't. Oh, I only want to do my little video essays and make my little comments and videos. You know, I think it's kind of a message to Muta of like, don't attack me. I'm only small. Sorry, Chud. She looks like Neil from The Young Ones. I don't agree. I disagree completely. People might not know who you're talking about, because you know it's quite a niche reference if you're not in the UK. I know who you're talking about, so I'm gonna just throw it. Guys, please, guys. That is ridiculous. Do not say that. That is not even true. Nothing alike. Literally nothing alike. No, Muta hasn't released the video yet. But I think the purpose of this video is to say, like, hey, please don't attack me. I'm sad and depressed. Don't come after me, please.
And if I can get that off the ground, that would be really cool. I'm just going to keep chipping away at it, because if it does get off the ground and I can make that work, that's awesome.
Thank you for the euros.
And if it doesn't, I'm enjoying doing it. And that's what matters. Being able to create stuff and put stuff out in the world that matters means a lot to me. Being vulnerable like this is honestly terrifying, but I really want to be. I really appreciate being able to be this vulnerable. I've never tried to hide the fact from my audience. I've been pretty transparent. I've always struggled with mental health issues. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, major depressive disorder. I've tried to take my own life before. I've been in psychiatric
Dude,
hospital.
the sympathy baiting is like out of control, man. I've got all these mental illnesses. Please, Muta, please, please don't. I'm in
that's
Ireland.
wonderful. But
You
how
know
do
what
I
it's
make
like to be
money
oppressed by the
off
English.
people?
Please,
This is a
Muta.
pathetic display. They were laughing and attacking on behalf of Vosh less than 2 weeks ago. I would say man the fuck up, grow some bullocks, but that part is gone.
Dude.
Low energy shit tier video. May you live forever, Keffals.
Thank you for the
forever.
333.
Hospitals. I went to rehab. Multiple members of my family also took their own lives. And there are people, when they see me talk about this stuff, they mock me for it. But honestly, I think...
Thank you for the 5 gifted.
It takes strength to speak openly about these things, because the alternative is that you don't. And personally, I know a lot of people who would still be in this world today and would still be in my life if they talked about it. So thank you for giving me that opportunity.
There we go. Apparently there's something relevant in the replies, which we need to look at. Check, okay. Check pin comment. Check pin comment. I feel like I'm inevitably going to get lol, why do they talk so slow comments. One of the symptoms of depression I experience is called psychomotor retardation. Which causes my emotional and physical reactions to slow down. If you experience this, there is help for it. Keffals has got retardation. That explains a lot, doesn't it? That's it, isn't it? GG's. I mean, I don't really know. I'm all for the Keffals video essay arc. Get well, Canuck. It's working with some people at least. But one thing that was quite surprising is this has got 13,000 views. I mean, that isn't really setting the world alight in terms of viewership, is it? Muta needs to fucking hurry. I mean, it'll be ready when it's done. I recognise this person. That you hopefully listen. No brigading. No brigading. Really shook about the upcoming Muta expose here. Maybe do less Giga Chad posturing, and you'll have to eat less humble pie. This is actually a really solid sentiment that I think is true. Less Giga Chad posturing, and you'll have to eat less humble pie. Yeah, exactly. You reap what you sow, Keffals. Quit the web, you loser. Oof. Uh-oh. This feels fake. What is this profile picture, man? This feels so fake and manipulative. You distributed HRT to minors with lolly hentai and huge girl dick text on the box. Good, now you can get a real job like everyone else and streaming is too hard. Yeah, I hope he doesn't back out. But I mean, yeah, like that would be pretty massive. If Muta makes a video about Keffals, that would be like millions of views. You know, that would be an easy 1 million view video. But there we go, guys. There we go. Thank you. Yes, we're doing good. Oh, the tipster comment. Oh no, where are the tipster comment? No, let me see. God, tipster's such an idiot, man. He's hitched his wagon to Keffals. Like, dude, it's the worst wagon to hip yourself to. Hitch yourself to. God, I'm so fucked today. What's wrong with me? Yeah, sorry guys. I've got the reason I'm a bit out of it today. I've got psychomotor retardation today. Sorry about that. If I was Tipster's wife, I would ban him from talking about anything that starts with the letter L. Okay. Well, no, it's probably because, you know, my social batteries are severely drained for streaming late last night. What the... Dude, Boblax is on one, man. I'm telling you. Jesus Christ. Boblax is like the most ruthless operator when it comes to tipster. It's quite funny. I'm so genuinely sorry you've had to endure so much. As your friend, all I want for you, more than anything, is for you to be happy. I hope you can find whatever it is that brings you joy. And I'm here for you to support you, no matter how hard it gets. Please take care of yourself. I'm here if you need me. What's that comment that Tipster made about a shiny penny? That's another meme, isn't it?